A few years ago, I decided to take an expo marker and write on my bathroom mirror realistic goals for the week. That way, each time I went to the bathroom, I would be reminded of these goals. One week would look like this. Each day, I'd like to eat 100 grams of protein, take a 10-minute walk, and stop eating by 7 p.m. If I didn't hit my goals that week, no big deal. I can try again, there's always next week. Again, this week, I wanna eat 100 grams of protein daily. Instead of a 10-minute walk, I wanna bump it up to now I wanna shoot for 15 minutes daily walking. And then not eating after 7 p.m. was actually pretty easy. So instead this week, I wanna focus on having no alcohol. I can do anything for a week, but if I have to commit myself to doing something for a whole month, or say, hey, for the rest of my life, I'm never gonna eat cookies again, it just seems a little bit more daunting and overwhelming. Whereas if I break my goals up into bite-sized pieces and just tackle each week, I can do anything for a week. Okay, no alcohol this week, sweet. Next week, we can cross that bridge when we get there, but I'm just gonna focus on this week, which seems more reasonable and doable. Plus, I don't know about you, but I get so much satisfaction crossing off my goals. It just gives me a sense of accomplishment and motivation to keep going. I may write on my mirror again, no alcohol this week, and the more and more weeks I do this, eventually it starts becoming a new habit and a new norm where every day I stop eating by 7. Every day I take a 15-minute walk. I don't even question it. I don't order a beer. Instead, I order a different beverage. I'm not gonna be perfect. There will be days where I don't hit my goals, but let's say 5 days of the week, I hit my goals. Okay, well that's 5 more days I was a healthier me versus if I didn't try. And if I kept this trend up for a lifetime where 5 days of the week I hit my goals and 2 days I didn't, 5 days good, 2 days bad, 5 days good, 2 days bad, well over the course of my life, that's so many more days where I ate healthier, took my walks, was a better version of myself. That's a win. In this video, we're going to cover weight loss tips and tricks that I offer my clients and also cover weight loss advice I wouldn't follow, as I just don't think it's gonna make the biggest bang for the buck when it comes to long-term weight loss. And if you're one of those who keeps coming back and watching these videos, though you haven't yet subscribed, well, I got some good news for you. I talked to YouTube and they said you can subscribe to the channel for free, so take advantage of that deal. And let's jump into the video. The first piece of weight loss advice I would not follow is listen to your body, eat intuitively. Hey now, before people start losing their patooties, if you are currently losing weight and you're listening to your body, continue on, I would not change a thing. However, if someone's currently trying to eat intuitively and they're not losing weight, well, at least for a short period of time, I wouldn't listen to my body, as clearly that's not working. You would be surprised how many clients I have who I say, hey, sorry about it, you gotta track your food for a week. And at the end of the week, how many of them actually lose weight? I think it's that the practice of writing down what we're doing and getting to reflect and look at it on paper. It's like, wow, I can't believe I've been having 600 calories of mayonnaise every day, or I had no idea I was that low in protein, or oh snap, every time I skip breakfast, by the end of the day, I'm only having about 1,000 calories total. I personally don't track my food. Sometimes I'll do it for video purposes, but in general, I don't think that people should or need to track for the rest of their lives. I think the goal should be to eat intuitively, though sometimes we just need a little starting point and a wake-up call and check in as to what we're currently doing, and then the goal being that we can listen to our bodies in the future. Most of us don't know how to eat intuitively for weight loss. Most of us aren't like, did I eat too little? Did I eat too much? Oh no, I perfectly ate the exact amount of food I need to eat for weight loss. So food for thought on that one. I would personally track my food for 1 week, and I have a whole video where I go over how to track and what to look out for when tracking. So I'll leave a link to that video in the description. And I'm telling you, I have not had one client, not once, say they tracked their food for a week and thought, oh, that was a complete waste of time. I wish I didn't do that. All of them have said, wow, that was so eye-opening, that was so helpful, and I'm really glad I did that. So again, I'll leave a link to that tracking video. I'm actually gonna leave a link to 3 weight loss videos in order that I'd watch in the description. Next weight loss advice I would not follow is I would not eat a carnivore diet or a GAPS diet or a vegan diet or a Mediterranean diet. I would not eat any kind of diet because diets don't work for weight loss. Now, to be clear, if someone wants to do a carnivore diet because they want to see which foods might cause them a negative reaction, or if they're trying to overcome an autoimmune condition, or if someone wants to do a GAPS diet for gut healing purposes, or if someone wants to do like 48-hour fast for a detox, then that's a completely different story. But if someone's only goal is weight loss, they're only doing a diet to lose weight, then I wouldn't do any of them. Here's why. There's stats out there that 6 out of 7 people who start a diet lose weight. Any kind of diet, whether that's Weight Watchers diet, vegetarian diet, keto diet, 6 out of 7 people who start a diet will lose weight. That's awesome. That should give people a lot of hope that pretty much no matter what diet you pick, you're likely going to see weight loss. However, over 80% of those who lost weight regain the weight within 3 years. So why is that? Well, to me, if people loved the diet and they always looked forward to their meals and it was convenient and easy and tasty, they would have had no reason to stop the diet. They wouldn't have regained the weight. So clearly, people are doing a diet that either tastes nasty and they have to eat spinach smoothies and liver and they're like, ugh, disgusting. Humans have a really hard time continuing to do something that they hate. Or maybe the diet was too expensive and they couldn't keep up with the cost. Or maybe the diet was too time consuming. They had to soak and sprout the beans, do overnight oats, and it just took too much time. Or maybe the diet didn't fit into their social life and their work schedule and travel plans. Or maybe the diet, they had to be in such a low calorie deficit that they were just really hungry all the time that one day they ended up binge eating and regaining all of the weight within like a week. If we're going to lose weight and keep the weight off forever, we're never going to regain the weight, then we have to find a sustainable lifestyle that's going to work for us as an individual long term. When I'm working with clients one-on-one, I say, hey, you're not doing the carnivore diet. We're not doing low carb. We're not doing keto. John, you're going to do the John diet. Mary, let's create the Mary diet. Jill's doing the Jill diet, which is a way of eating that fits into her work schedule. It's cost effective, it's tasty, it's easy. She's able to stick to it when she's on vacation. She has no hesitations sticking to the Jill diet as it works for her long term. Maybe the John diet has a beer one time a month because he knows his limits and it works for him and makes him happy that he's gonna continue doing the John diet forever. Whereas with Mary, maybe Mary was an alcoholic and so she knows even having a beer one time a month isn't good for her. We're all gonna have differences in our diets, but the overall goal should be similar in that we're not gonna just eat healthy and lose weight for 3 months and then go back to our old eating patterns. Rather, we're trying to find a healthy way of eating that's sustainable long-term, that we eat forever. For the rest of our lives, we'd be eating healthy. Next weight loss hack I wouldn't invest in would be ketone breathalyzers or urine strips because firstly, you don't have to be in ketosis to lose weight. In fact, you can gain weight being in ketosis. And then secondly, these tools don't provide as much valuable information as far as how your body responds to different foods and lifestyle factors. What I think is a way more valuable tool is what's called a continuous glucose monitor or a CGM, which is essentially a monitor that goes into your arm, kind of makes you feel like you are part robot or cyborg, and it stays in your arm all day, all night for weeks and continuously tracks your blood sugars at all times. Now, the reason why this is super valuable is because if when you have a certain meal, your blood sugars spike super high, or if after having certain foods, your blood sugars stay in an elevated state for long periods of time, well, that could be a clue as to what's preventing your weight loss. Or even how different medications or stresses, sleep, exercises, how different lifestyle factors impact our blood sugars can be very eye-opening as to what's going on with the body. You may find certain seemingly healthy meals and foods you've been consuming daily are the thing that's causing your blood sugars to spike really high and could be sabotaging your weight loss. And so knowing this information, you can make tweaks and adjustments to your diet. This is where how does John know what the best John diet is? Well, if he gets a CGM, immediately he's going to be able to see which foods are most appropriate for him and which foods may not only be hindering his weight loss journey, but also his health in general. I know many people who aren't trying to lose weight. They're very lean, and yet they have numbness in their arms, tingling throughout their body. They have headaches and crashes, and they pass out in the middle of the day. And to me, while they may not have weight to lose, they might have a blood sugar issue. And people who have significant elevated blood sugars all the time, therefore they have diabetes. Well, people who have diabetes have a higher risk of dying from heart attacks, strokes, and kidney disease, and having a shorter lifespan in general. So paying attention to our blood sugars can not only be a really good indicator as to what's going on our weight loss journey, but also our longevity. I know the internet is like the wild, wild west nowadays, where this food's bad, this food's double bad, this food's super horrible for you, and it's really confusing to know which foods should be most helpful on our weight loss journey and for our health in general. And sometimes we're just hoping for results, or we're guessing. And I found for myself, when I had a CGM, it gave me more confidence in knowing which foods are going to be most beneficial for me. If you have no idea where to get a CGM, how that whole thing works, I recently just posted a full video where I go over, does it hurt putting the monitor in? Do you have to get a prescription from a doctor? My results eating certain foods and how it impacted my blood sugars. So I'll leave a link to that in the description. Also, I do have a discount code with NutriSense, which is the monitor that I used. So you can get $50 off your first month with a NutriSense program using the link in the description. Now here's a question you have to ask yourself. Why do you want to lose weight? Usually the answer is one of two things. Either I want to look good, or I want to feel good, or both. Regardless of your answer, a piece of weight loss advice I hear that I wouldn't follow is you don't have to exercise to lose weight. And yes, 100%, I totally agree, you don't have to exercise to lose weight, but if your goal is to look good or feel good, exercise is going to help in either situation. And by exercise, I just mean body movement. So that could be walking, pickleball, gardening, farming, picking up a baby. Oh, honey?
Huh?
I need you. Any kind of movement is great. And you're a heavy baby. Any kind of movement is going to help build our bodies and give us strength. I couldn't just sit on the couch all day eating protein and have the body or the health that I want. I had a client one time say, hey, I heard someone say that you don't have to exercise to lose weight. And I responded, name me the actor or the influencer or the person who you look up to and you want their body who doesn't do physical activity. And they were like, oh, okay, yep, touche. Often people associate exercise as hard and a chore and a hassle. And I think it's more a mindset thing, because exercise can be fun. It can be exhilarating, thrilling, exciting. It can be meditative and relaxing. I love my walks outside. They just make me feel more vibrant and refreshed and calm. I've never taken a walk and then thought, oh, that was such a waste of time. I wish I didn't do that. Every time I've gone to the gym afterwards, I've never regretted it. I've always felt more strong, more accomplished, very proud. So sure, you don't have to exercise to lose weight, but I'm gonna do it because it's a form of loving myself. And this body and temple that I get to live in, I'm gonna do the thing that makes it have more abundance and strength. My body likes to move and groove. Why do I always gotta go singing? One of my biggest weight loss strategies is just like how all day long we're being bombarded by eat processed junk food, whether that be on TV commercials, social media, or even at our work. They got the candy dish. At the hospitals, they have the vending machines. The first thing that we see when we go in the grocery store is processed junk food. So therefore, we kind of have to make it like our part-time job to put the opposite stuff in our face, in our space, and in our environment. Hence the right on the mirror strategy, keeping our goals straight in our face all day. Or even if you have a cell phone, our screensaver could be a motivational image or picture or something that inspires us. If you focus on your why are you trying to lose weight? I'm doing it because I want to have less joint pain. I want to be there for my kids and my family. Well, maybe you set an alarm at 1 o'clock that goes off and reminds you, hey, we're eating healthy for little Tommy. We just want to be putting things in our face, in our space that keep us going and remind us of the reason why we're trying to be healthy, because all day long we're going to have things trying to distract us and pull our attention away and make us unhealthy. I tell clients, if you keep reaching for that food, let's say it's a cookie, then eat the cookie, okay, but write down on a piece of paper or make a list in your phone as to why you ate the cookie. Did you do it because you were hungry? Okay, well, next time we have to eat more at lunch. Did you do it because you were stressed? Okay, well, next time, can we read a book, call a friend? Did you do it because you were bored? Okay, well, next time, can we play a game? Can we do a craft? Did you do it because you were at a social event? Okay, next time, can we eat before the event? Or can we bring food to that social gathering? Or maybe you reached for that cookie because you didn't have any other food prepared in the house. Okay, well, we need to work on meal prepping. By keeping a list as to why we always reach for that thing when we know it's not helping us reach our goals, we're going to be able to see a pattern. Stressed, bored, stressed, unprepared, stressed, stressed, social event, stressed, hungry, stressed. Oh snap, you don't need to work on getting sugar out of your diet, you need to work on your stress. Yes, it takes a little bit of effort to write this list or to track our food or to write on our mirror, but weight loss isn't always easy and it does require effort. If you'd like to talk more one-on-one on how to reach your weight loss goals and create your meal plan, I would love to help you on your health journey. There'll be a link in the description to my coaching services and rates. I hope you have a happy day and I'll see you in the next one.